Let's jump into the action though, with Leviatan teasing A with all 5 players.
Yeah, they're going to go in very aggro. Mizzino can throw up that high touch to try and fight towards backside, just being rushed by Spike. Instant trade found.
From outside of the wall here at the back of the site, we've got 3 players from MIBR, and that high tide has now come down, so it's time to fight. There's actually not a lot of controlling utility to reckon with at this point in the round. Rosine able to deal with Verno. It's up to Zekin, who just runs up on King. It does mean you have a bit of a agent swap here with Sato on controller, which is a rare sight. Here's the fast lane already, though. In there is Spike. Playing up against the corner. It's going to be Tex caught out, and Spike is running rush shot over before he can react.
Util. That recon into the Astra stun. That's why you like a Sova on this map, because a player backside anchoring is just destroyed.
Bro, never going to let it go. Trust me.
Absolutely deep right here. There's no reason he should be winning this at all. Either angle he goes, there's 2 players ready to face. There were so many nice layers to that. There's the codes in the choke immediately from King. Gets activated as a shield, so they can't get spammed while they're entering into the site. Look at how deep Spike is able to get, in stereo with the Jet. There's a recon backside. It pings Tex. He's immediately stunned.
We ain't seeing that.
Oh, that is a deep recon that is about to connect onto Tex, by the way.
Got him.
That's crazy. Oh my god, it's Mizzino too. Neither of them are able to break it. Did Mizzino think he was out of range?
I think Mizzino was
didn't know it was up there, and then peeked out of double doors and walks into it. All right, well, GG.
Very behind in this matchup so far. Black team gonna go hunting. Hello.
Wow, that. All right, well, Neo gets both.
Set up the dust blast. Where is the line supposed to be?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're trying to set something up close to fight an A main or B main, but if you take a deep B main peek, maybe you throw a smoke in the window, but you and look at Tex's position this time. He is much more safe. He will not be dying.
That's a free
this hit on D.
This is where Mizzino had to try and retake from though, that earlier round. If there's any round in this game where they're going to have something to work with, it's this one. Here come the Mad Cabbages. Up above, though, is the Blade Storm, and Zekin goes very, very low. This gets tricky now for him to play that level of aggressiveness, but Upspass with the op is good, and Zekin's going to get ahead of it straight after Neon. Now another Surely. Great blind that came off the Reckoning. Makes it impossible for Sato to do a damn thing about him. Mizzino on the defuse attempt here. Off the side is King, though, looking dangerous now. 1v2, but has a Reckoning of his own. Sends it in. That's going to be a blind, an issue. Great Cloud Burst to respond, and King surely spraying down. He's going to have to go for this. He doesn't have time. He got the diffuser, in fact, and so Verno will try and stick it with 2 seconds left. Osmonis resets.
Yeah, in a tough place regardless, but on the positive, I do like how they played this round with this retake generally. Getting back in with the Reckoning and using Ospo rather than getting battered in the extremity. Oh, just a fast split right into A.
Yeah, it's like a delayed split through A main here. Look how slow Blozine is going. In fact, he's just outdroning it first while the other arm of this pizza is fighting. I mean, MIBR, we're not ready for this at all.
They will throw in, we've seen in all of their matches so far, these set ultra-fast executes on pivotal rounds. Fighting for extremity control, you push into site, so the guys who are close to A main are fully pinched as those guys go through the middle of the site. And then through main, I'm pretty sure Sato popped his ult to get back A site to confirm the second kill.
Think about extremity
look at
control.
Sato. He teleports all the way back right here. This is so sick.
Oh, they're not ready for this at all. Oh my god. Yeah. That's a set play if I've ever seen one. All you really need is that Omen ultimate to work with. Stunning round.
Yep, Lev are going to keep it simple, try to get a tag with this drone or the recon, probably rip the Sova ult, but that is not going to happen. Oh, great kill from Osplash.
Hunter's Fury going to ring out now. Let's listen to Leviatan as Blozine tries to open it up.
Não peguei nada. Nada costa, vou passar a bomba. Passar a bomba.
Banguei DD, tem costa, velho.
Pula, amarelo.
Pera, tô com time aqui, mano.
Tá.
Tem DD. Valeu.
Everything towards main with the wall just in front of Cubby, and then the harbor wall closer, so they divide the map with both of them. Fight close, the harbor wall drops, they can fight a little bit further off the Astra wall, and they even had Verno in the double doors to tie up the loose end of someone from Lev trying to rewrap.
All right, last round of the half coming at you, folks. It's a one-round game after MIBR win. Jeez, quite a number in a row, at least 3. Neon here waiting for some action. Zekin obliges, but Aspas is there at least to take his pound of flesh. Oh, that is beautiful. Look how active Aspos is getting here. What's the plan here for Spike? He actually might get walking up for him. Cracks on the corner. Spike not ready for that at all. He looked very uncomfortable. Now, may as well see what he can get done for this last round of the half here. King in the mid finds one, and that's that. It's an even half, all said and done. MIBR have adapted to Leviatan.
Round, so I want to see if King and Lev have that same level of creativity.
So a strict 1-3-1 here from Leviatan with players off of the sites. Now, though, they're going to have to get in there, but not before Blowzine is taking that through the wall. For anyone coming back in after the fact, it's going to be Spike, though, at the 4 with the Frenzy. Already dove into the Nebula and has his hands full. Zek at least able to take the trade now. Verno wants to try and step up himself. He'll have his. And it's two players here on Leviatan that have to put this together. And King is just hoping for a raw timing. Maybe start to play off. They just shift in the night. Shift in the night. They're just past each other. King onto the site. This is going to really throw things for a loop. And now the other shoe drops. Sato realizes Vizino's playing off the site and these teams have encircled each other. It's King. Needs to step up and oh my God! What was that, King? Gross, man. Not enough to win the round, but still utter filth.
The wall that is being used here from MIBR was way deeper. They take a lot of space and they actually save the dog for late as well.
From sadness to happiness in 0.5 seconds. Yes, sir.
Similar looking round with Lev actually gambling elsewhere. So this is just a more lightly held site. It's an drone here. Let's listen to MIBR as they hit this B site.
They smoke elbow. They smoke elbow.
I have ult if they try to go back.
Guys, if they come through, I flash them off. Guys,
Neon out.
I'm trying to do.
Backside. I'm gonna play on top. Can you give me a start here? Backside swinging left.
Downside.
Suck, tap.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
Up and he's just looking at water in front of him while the rest of his teammates who are forward are getting completely isolated. Sick little two-piece from Spike. You have Tex on flank watch playing.
You know, his movement's obscured. Like King doesn't know what else is going on up there in mid, like I pointed out. Here we go. Quick play and elbow here for MIBR. They are going hard at it, and it's Spike who actually wins it out against Zekin.
But at least off the noise, MIBR, they find a timing window to get into this A site and get the spike down.
Aldrone here doesn't do a whole lot to shift anything from the site.
Verno could be crucial on this late mid-wrap.
They are now. I think you're aware. You got to do more than that, and there it is. The late re-wrap for Verno catches out Sato, who was hoping to try and double down on Aspas's position. This is basically, but King, he's already in the site. He's been left here and has to try and make something of it. That's Mazzino dealt with. Now maybe a chance to double back, but Neon is out of there. Practically a non-participant.
Last player standing.
It's so tough for King. He has to tap it and try to get the star out, and then, I mean, that's just... If Verno set up for the pinch at the same time when that fight was taken, he gets a free kill shooting someone in the back. So it's, again, this disruption before all of that util can come down for the retake. And on the other half, it was disrupting before all that util could come down for the execute. So yeah, it does help when King also gets the spam kill to open things up.
Get out of my way.
One way is going to be an A main here for Leviatan, but I don't think it's going to slow MIBR down at all. Not they're going for it. Neon, though, that's a pretty important kill. Aspas there, the sort of late re-wrap potential's been shut down. No double door action unless it's taken up by...
All right, well, the mission is still on. Here's Mazzino in the smoke.
The assignment hasn't changed. The reaction from King a little too low. Teammates go face-to-face there, inches apart. And it's shorty for shorty action there. Zekin onto Neon, and oh man, Neon getting around. Drop straight on down. Mary Poppins Tex, not a damn thing he could do about it. And Sato is flush with util. He'll be able to block this choke up quite happily. But Neon's down. Here's the tap. Verno's going to step up here. Some spam through. Sato holding his breath, and Verno will find purchase through the smoke.
Guys, the clock is ticking. Can we accelerate a little bit? I mean, they were slow on the decision making there.
One enemy remaining.
Ridiculous.
I mean, Neon is going off right now.
Enemy remaining.
Sitting at 22 kills.
This guy's just flying all over me, dude. It's like a little fly.
Has to fall off that pyramid spot. Hasn't quite been finding the connections this game.
And with that spike being planted, that gives the reckoning to Mazzino. That's the one ult in play right now.
Definitely going to try and make use of it here, play off of it, spray there through the fast lane, catches on the spike. That's the tip of the spear broken now for Leviatan as the smoke clears. It's Sato, springs forth, Mazzino is dealt with, but MIBR are here for the fight. And Zekin's going to get that overdrive active, extreme range, catch on Sato, and it's all down to Neon. in a 1v3 and 18 points of health. Not a comfortable spot to be by any stretch. And MIBR demonstrate why they felt strongly about picking Breeze to start this series. Get off that line.
There was no noise on C. They didn't even go for the orb.
Okay, Tech's getting ready now. Spots all of this out. Nice opener there. And head rolling already, and Tex and Zek can combine nicely. That's going to be awkward here for Leviatan to bounce back from. Neon's now giving himself away. Aspas with the approximate location of the rendezvous known.
Player standing.
Doesn't really matter in the end. He'll eventually be able to spring forth and take some shots at the back of Neon. It's on King. 48 points of health. I think this should be pretty illuminating if he's not spotted out by that Haunt. On the back of the site, that's one. Not too shabby for King. That's his third for the round. On for the ace if he can somehow find a way through here. Verno steps up quickly.
MIBR just get a great catch walking down mid. This timing from Tex getting up really close, and he's playing off Zekin, taking contact, just jiggling, you know, a little bit more towards that garage door. Just enables him to get the man advantage, and it's just so simple from there. They have an awareness that could have happened.
Yeah. It looks like Tex there actually rendezvoused quite early, thinking it was a fast B hit. It's going to be a B hit nonetheless, but slower. Zekin, they're going to get taken down, but he's in runner back, so he'll get another bite at the apple. Cosmic Divide, though, here from Leviatan. He's going to flash himself through his wall, and it's pretty well set up. Neon and Spike, they were ready for the push there out of short, and it's a 3-on-3 game. Sitting in the back of the Spite, Mazzino.
And if they recommit, they could definitely just get crunched.
Swing. Oh, Neon has the spot for it. That is beautiful. Just a little bit lower than maybe the crosshairs might have been placed for. He's able to take out both those players, and then it's cracked this open, this round wide open. There's a moment of brilliance from a young player now, and Aspas would have to try and salvage.
Spike was able to just run over to C, get the plant down. This was just sick from Neon. He's hiding in that smoke, expecting the flash out, and then so he's able to get the re-swing, but that two-piece is just lovely.
Especially after Zekin just like one-taps the guy on the move.
All right, well, the pace is staying high. Zekin runs it down mid. Here comes the counter Phoenix ult.
Bozine, I think, realizes there's like a foot here. It's scary! And Aspas
Down A.
takes his head clean off the shoulders, and that's a spike loose to boot.
And Sato just ran it down short, but no one was there, and Aspas is just behind the team, destroying them, playing a mini-game. So then Aspas is just able to get in deep, play a bunch of isolated 1v1s, TDM, and just kill everybody. Pretty bizarre situation.
Oh, second. Yeah, he did see that.
He has to take his time, though. He can't drop
Yeah,
off
he
the
can't
box.
make sound. Oh, send Mazzino instead!
It doesn't matter.
Hey, there we go. That's snappy. Has MIBR in the lead again after hitting the pistol.
Oh, man. Blozine is not able to get that kill. King can't find the delayed trade. That's a crazy tap.
So is Mazzino able to walk up? Tex. Got to hit those. He'll fall back now as the Nightfall does get thrown out here. Hunter's Fury on towards Verno, takes him low. Hard to escape these ones. Bozine has a decent amount of information and an extra tag.
These guys are so weak. Wall comes in to heal himself and damage the planter. Pretty troll.
Molly attempt here. Ooh,
my
that's
God.
value on King. What?
Killed Neon. What?
Now it's a 3v3. Aspas thinking about it, stepping up, but Spike is a little bit too fast for him this time. Leviatan might not be punished for some of these shenanigans in the end.
And Zekin is trying to buy a lot of time for Bruno to get here, and it's worth it. He gets the free kill.
Verno's got Prowler on a playoff as well. How does Zekin utilize this? Okay, spot Spike low round.
Spike had
Oh,
3
what?
bullets!
Zekin, dirty stuff. Spike didn't have.
After that, honestly, just to get the mental back a little bit, because this is a mess. And Neon's blinded and walks into the molly. King goes down to 20. Then he's caught. Oh my God! I mean, caught in the open. But then also Spike succeeding in getting first bloods 60% of the time is really good compared to the field.
Yeah, 60%.
The best compared to the field.
It's a 10%, advantage there is huge.
Tex just takes the swing and gets deleted. What?
Okay, Aspas in position. Oh, Cloudburst here could muddle the mixture somewhat, but Neon is going to find him eventually. Here's Zekin, caught inside the trademark though. Still obviously 2 flashes. So
oh my God!
The guy is a turret! He just whipped around on Neon. Literally 360 that.
Mazzino up top as well. What a great setup. Just getting your... Okay. They're having one player entrenched deep. Mazzino swings from up top. Wall to push is coming out of short A. plan that LEV are trying to activate early in the round. Like, they can't even get to a competent mid-round because of how MIBR are playing. This time, they're trying to capture the pace completely. They are just right into this B site. They don't want to give MIBR a chance to disrupt them.
And now how do MIBR start to pick this apart? They're trying for some flank pressure. There is a trademark there. He's going to reveal Tex. I'm going to get in, jump around a little bit. Spike goes down early. Sato here probably doesn't feel super comfortable on his side of the blaze wall. Tries to flash himself around the corner, but misses that opportunity. Hoping to just go down on a spot that maybe is tradable. Tex eventually falls though on that flank at 10. But what's going to be done about the post-plant setup? Here's the owl drone for early info. Mazzino has to get this one started now, but he knows, yep, there's going to be a grab well, and unfortunately the body block isn't sufficient. So time has run out here for MIBR. Leviatan cleaned them up.
When they can just focus all of their attention forward on the attempt to get the defuse when you've already wasted a lot of time backside, the round is just done from that point onwards. So enough have they improved their attack side significantly since that game.
Off to the races we go. Okay, Blozine, what a start.
That is...
Also, I feel like give away any moral high ground.
Brock
That's fine.
doing that to Tex a lot in kickoff on this map as well when they cooked them? I mean, he's getting more flashbacks right now to start this off.
Getting put to good use. Okay, so they're on this seaside, but in the post they actually want to fight into Garage here. Zekin fancies a bit of it. Blozine, though, lines him up. He's going to be low, though. He's got to be real careful. And how else is he supposed to retake if he doesn't fight through there? It's Aspas for 3. And here come MIBR.
They are destroyed in that garage refight.
Come on, bro. What has the game become? You can't be doing
But then later in the round, the Zekin jump through kill onto Spike. Everyone is trying to shoot at him, and then MIBR just re-swing onto him.
Yeah, nice run, guys. I had fun.
Hey, look, we're gaming, right?
It's flank time onto these players from Garage.
Straight up mid. No one really watching this at all. This could get pretty weird. Aspas to be able to trade off this, you'd think, but it will take a wide swing from him. Sato.
Oh, that's a spike, by the way, and the wall is just going to cut off Aspas. They're on the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, it's too many flashes to deal with. Sato, like a wrecking ball, comes forward. Spike as well, playing out of that garage. Reminiscent of MIBR on their defense side.
Didn't get a chance to mention that because the action was pretty fast from Lev. Maybe he can clutch out with it. Hold on. Otherwise, that's just a big investment thrown away.
Oh, the timing. No way! God! Do not cringe. Shoot this man through the wall with Sheriffs in the pistol round. Don't do it.
That's a devastating round loss for Lev. Feels like that's the game, honestly.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my God, it's just ended them. Yeah, he knew exactly where they were going to be coming from.
What's a good way to give an Opper an opportunity to win a 3v1 clutch? Aspas is playing off of him in situations. Like, even think back to the pistol round on this half, that was the case, you know?
You're watching an entry fragger who's always trading up.
All right, well, that stun is massive. Into the suck as well.
Any more from that? Spike brought down. Aspas might have actually given them a way out of this. Sato with the run it back.
Getting all the way into the attacker's spawn, and that's also activated the rotate from Neon, who's getting over towards the A side right now. They have the B lurk unlocked because of the trip.
They still have the trademark MIBR left behind them, so they still have that early detection for a flank. Floating low. Scary spot to be in, tries to fight Tex, who doesn't quite have the weapon for the occasion here. Sato finally getting on the board. Walk into a crossfire. Scoped up. No. Say it ain't so. Not again. No chance to trade off that. Somehow, Sato's just not ready. Verno, though, is low, or out of the game.
30 seconds left.
So Tex now this time needs to do another one. Watch. Not to be. Sato, 3 kills on the round. Very important.
That was some good sight anchoring, though. Honestly, the early round play could have completely destroyed MIBR right off the jump if that 1v1 was won by Spike. But it was some good sight anchoring. I like the pathing from the two players, how they were...
For Leviatan, very quickly, Blozine has to give it up.
Yeah, Lev are going to be an uncomfortable full retake. They've got the flank potential from Spike, though. This engagement is going to be huge back there. Wow, he wins it out.
Tex had to fight that. He didn't actually have the util to catch.
Focusing his attention forward now.
Heaven smoke. Spike going to go for it anyway. Tex a hit on the way down. Still alive within that smoke. And Blows and Sato making use of the fact that Spike has drawn eyes. Vizino wants to try and fight out of hell. He's done a good job of it, but it's not enough. Another good round for Sato.
Up his wall, I don't think it connected actually through main. It was just like this awkward on the left by Graffiti. The late recon is super nice there. Just good retake utility, but that round, probably a loss.
Get out of my way.
So much of that round was about Spike. He was able to stand up and deliver now, finally getting that neon run that he's been looking for here. Not the best start to this round, but Sato was at least able to take a trade on that C side.
LEV are really starting to mix up the aggression across the map. Crucial win for Neon.
King perch, it's a pretty big elimination. On the side here, Sato dicing with death and had to find two, I think, there to really slow things down. Here's the Nightfall coming on the side. In fact, targeted at backside heavily. Blozine able to get clear of it, though. And here's a Hunter's Fury out in response. Plant active. Zekin trying to push off and caught by Neon. Revealed by the Owl drone. Verno knows it. Here comes Neon and blows. Compromising situation here for the youngster on MIBR. Lit up again with that late recon, and there's Neon's third.
Yeah, he has no chance of winning that with the Sova utility. Off the back of him winning the duel against Tex over on A. He is out of control today. Neon is insane right now. Then they're like, actually, we can just go right back in.
Picked up on that really quickly. There's a run it back now, straight up mid once again. Spike trying to slow them down, but it's the op of Neon that's really done some serious work. Zekin's still in the game. He had run it back active and has been able to at least get over towards Garros. But the early aggression from Leviatan has been more than MIBR can handle. With flank pressure in place already by King. Verno mindful of it, but can't be sure and frankly can't do a whole lot about it.
Asked to try and clutch, except this time it's even harder than before. And it's similar where he's getting immediately tagged by the drone, but now he's against 3 players. He's getting flanked. This one is done. It feels like LEV have really started to find their confidence in these rounds.
And what else is this going to do except condition MIBR to a mid early in the round and give Leviatan free flank pressure if they push off the side?
And you know, it didn't work. Also just Aura having the op for a kill and then switching to the tour de force for the second kill.
Okay.
But even though they didn't get even the fact that LEV have got them to this point is very impressive.
MIBR, I think, happier with a slightly slowed down round. Tex, finally.
Oh, that relay bolt
Yeah,
a little bit off
really
the mark.
yeah. This is, I mean, look at this pace change now. Leviatan don't look comfortable when the round gets stretched out like this. And Spike, oh, he's mindful of it. That is beautiful. Mazzino and Tex both neutralized through mid. And even if MIBR were to win it, they'd still be struggling potentially in the economic sense.
Spike planted.
Neon is flush, though, in a 1v3 with this op.
Yeah, just no chance there. Second with to win that out in the 2 versus 3. The 2 kills from Spike in mid were great, but
And that's the second
that
time.
one sealed it.
That's the second time you said a kill from Tex could be the game, honestly. He has been involved in these moments that have felt like there's been a seismic shift.
Like full aggro into A main, a lot of damage onto Tex, and they're going to retain that space. And MIBR now, they just want to accelerate into this vacant B site, get spiked down straight away.
They can't really capitalize on this trademark, though. Zekin's going to push up, and Sato is dealt with inside of his ultimate. Rendezvous! Oh my god, the rendezvous away. Aspas does not care. He bullies his way into connector. Now you've got 3 Leviatan players to work with. A cosmic divide. This could be crucial to shut down the post plant, but King can't hold up in the heat by MIBR, and the paranoia starts to set in. Zekin with a warning flash. More disruption, more to waylay, but Blozine and Sato are in. Now to see Sato decayed down, and he can't win it out from there. Close but no cigar for Leviatan, threatening to take us to a 3rd. But MIBR regained their composure, their confidence, and close it out.
And certify their spot in the playoffs. And shout out to both of the star players in this. Zekin and Neon just